We're wrapping it up here and we are almost done. Before we get into today's video though, I do want to let you guys know that this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week. I know if y'all have been following the Johnny and Amber trial, it's been a roller coaster for us, okay? Now, before we get into all of the things that happened today, and today was the last day of cross, and Amber was called to the stand again for rebuttal by her team, and then Camille got up there and whew, I was like, I feel embarrassed. It's not even me, but I'm feeling embarrassed.
Survived. I'm not sitting in this courtroom snickering. I'm not sitting in this courtroom laughing, smiling, and making snide jokes. I'm not. This is horrible.
We're going to get into all that though. Just want to remind y'all that I am not a professional. I am just giving you guys my very, very, very personal opinion. Please go do all your own research, form your own opinions, and don't show hate to anybody. So from there, Amber started calling her expert witnesses, and she called back Dr. Hughes. Now, we've talked about Dr. Hughes a few times. Dr. Hughes is the forensic psychologist who has also worked with Amber's team before, and she's also the one that basically co-signed on everything that Amber was already saying that Amber does have PTSD, she's got IPV, She basically just got up there and more or less said in very, very nice, maybe not so nice words, she just pretty much said that Dr. Curry was not qualified.
Dr. Curry does not know the psychometric properties of this test, and then she then is therefore not qualified to interpret it.
I'm like, leave Dr. Curry alone. Dr. Curry has got it all the way going on, okay, and she seems very well put together. She runs her own business, okay. She's been doing this for 15 years, and she has gotten up there very confidently, reading her results, has been very, very, very thorough, and did not need a cheat sheet to do it. Now, you guys remember Dr. Hughes the whole first time had to basically read off of her paperwork so she didn't mess up and say something that the other side didn't want her to say, in my personal opinion. But I just thought I would throw that in there. Okay, now Amber also brought on an expert to go over the photos and all of that, blah, 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 blah. None of that really mattered, in my opinion. Amber had about an hour left for rebuttal, and she spent most of the time on the stand, and that's what I want us to talk about today was Amber's rebuttal, because honey, she came with it. She came with it. Now, there's one thing we got to say about Amber. She's gonna stick beside her story, okay, and she stands on it. Now, if I did not know better in some instances, she could be very believable. And if those recordings weren't out there, she could be very believable, you guys. Now, I also want to say before we get into picking her situation apart, and she's done contradicted herself up there. I'm going to show y'all the footage. She's flat out lied on there, in my opinion. I mean, I can't say what her intentions were, but my opinion, when I weigh it against everything else she's done, said or did, is a lie. Right there in front of Jesus and everybody. Okay, so let's talk about her getting on the stand because, y'all, she was just aggravating me to my core. So Amber first gets up there and talks about how she is just being harassed. Now, that I can believe because I got two eyes and I'm seeing the internet, okay? But listen to what she said here.
I am harassed, humiliated, threatened every single day. Even just walking into this courtroom, sitting here in front of the world, having the worst parts of my life, things I've lived through, used to humiliate me.
Johnny Depp begged her to keep this out of the media. He tried to warn her. We've heard the recordings, and I'm going to play them again in a minute. And the reason why I want to play it again is because Amber got up there and told the jury that Johnny Depp threatened her that if she ever left him, that he would make sure she thinks about him every single day of his life. Listen to this.
Johnny promised me that if I ever left him, he'd make me think of him every single day that I lived.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Now, you see how she's victimizing herself? But then when you listen to these recordings right here, listen to this.
But I hope
I don't want it to go. I don't want it to. I didn't want any of it. I don't want it to be.
It's been going on too long, Amber. And we just gotta stop this. Just gotta stop it.
I don't know how to get my reputation back.
We write a letter together.
That makes
Saying that we're going to take this out of the public eye. Saying that we're going to try and work this out on our own. Saying that the media has created such a hateful storm that it's sickening. That we love each other. And that we want to make sure each other is okay. Have we had fights in the past? Have we had this or whatever? They already know all that. Don't matter. Here's the deal.
no. It matters. It makes. That you have no idea. Every ounce of my credibility has been taken from. I mean, and done so in a dishonest way. You know.
Amber, the abuse thing is we've got to deal with that. Yeah. We've got to deal with that,
I don't
Amber.
have any way of my credit is my credibility. You know what? I don't.
And why did you put that out there?
So it's just not lining up, you guys. It's not lining up. This man tried to talk her out of keeping it out of. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. When you are that big of a celebrity status, when you bring stuff to the media, when you call TMZ and try to get your picture taken and you drop information in their inbox and stuff so you can get a come up off of it, when you write these articles so you can get a come up off of it, not saying that everybody writes those articles are trying to get a come up, okay? I've done shared my story online too. But Amber's situation is different, right? When you do those things, you're bringing these people into the relationship, but she still got the nerve to sit up there and point the finger back at Johnny Depp. It's like the gaslighting in our faces. And she's so good at this, you guys, that she's even, in my opinion, gonna gaslight you and me. Oh yeah. Listen to this right here.
That at the beginning portion of the video where you set up the camera, that wasn't included in the video that TMC received.
I don't know what video TMZ
I'm talking
received.
about Mr. Tremaine's testimony, Ms. Heard. Let's just
You're
focus on
asking me
Mr.
to
Tremaine.
repeat his testimony?
No, I'm asking you if you recall hearing him say those words to this jury.
Yes,
Under oath.
I heard his testimony. We all did.
And he testified that the end of the video where you can be seen smirking. I know you testified earlier that you haven't been smirking in this trial, but you sure were caught on camera smirking in that video.
I disagree with that.
Was also not included in the TMZ video.
Everyone can watch that video and you can determine whether you think it's funny to me or not.
Did you hear how she said that she did not smirk or giggle or whatever it is at the end of that video? We've all seen it. And she even said that if other people saw it, let's watch it again. So I don't know what y'all thought it was, but the fact that she literally gets up there and tells Camille, tells the jury, and even talks about us, the public, like we don't have two eyes and two ears. That's exactly what it sounded like. Moving on, it's stuff like this why I just cannot believe Amber, okay? She doesn't get up there and go, oh, well, sorry, whatever. It's all of her answers are, this is what it is. I don't care if you're putting the truth in my face. I'm going to tell you you're wrong. Watch this.
Because of the damage I walk around with every single day. from what I've lived through, from what I've survived. I'm not sitting in this courtroom snickering. I'm not sitting in this courtroom laughing, smiling, and making snide jokes. I'm not. This is horrible. This is painful. And this is humiliating for any human being to go through. And perhaps it's easy to forget that, but I'm a human being.
You see how she said that she's not in the courtroom snickering and making jokes like Johnny Depp. Here we have another situation again where she is pointing the finger at him and saying she don't do this, but he does this. But look at this. You guys, we watched this in Thursday's video. If you guys watched yesterday's video. Yes, she has done that. What are you talking about? But she is going to sit up there on the stand in front of the judge, in front of the attorneys, in front of the jury, in front of the public, in front of Jesus, in front of everybody, and tell us that she didn't do it and expect us to believe it. How crazy is this? We're literally watching this in real time. We are actually watching this. And another scary thing about this is a lot of us have either had people like this in our lives. They could be family members. They could be loved ones. They could be children. Our children, adult children, small children are going to try to do things. That's how they learn. They're excused. We're not talking about them. You know, friends have done that. We have people like this that will literally make us think we're crazy. Amber also got up there and said that she's just completely traumatized by this situation.
My hands shake. I wake up screaming. I have to live with the trauma and the damage done to me. My friends have to live with a set of unspoken rules about how to not scare me.
Objection, hearsay.
I'm struggling with this, y'all. I am so struggling with this because I don't ever want to just laugh at a victim if it's, you know, and I don't really know and I wasn't there, but I just don't believe it, guys. I don't. We've heard the recordings.
Anyone, fucking you or anyone, putting words in my damn mouth. I mean what I fucking say. Do you hear me? I mean what I say. I say what I mean, and you're not gonna sit here and fucking change it for me. I'm so sick and fucking tired of you telling me all the time what I actually said and what I meant. I tell you what I mean. I had no judgment on that. That is your projection. That's you putting that shit on me. There is zero judgment there. Not make me less upset, clearly. It does not make you less, it does not affect you psychologically. It is a fact. You should fucking know. It does not make you fucking calm, as you can clearly see.
If you have to go and make a fucking...
We've seen the videos, like we've seen her at Coachella. We've seen, and it doesn't mean that if you're in an abusive situation that you don't have good moments and you don't have good times, because that is the goal. Okay, it happens. It's just this situation with her is so different, you guys. It's so different. Not to mention, she got up there and more or less called the TMZ person a liar, which I do not believe for a second that this man put his whole career on the line, okay? Because when you sign an NDA with a company as big as TMZ and well-known and well-established, and you get in court and you go against that NDA and you testify, what are other companies going to think about you as far as an NDA with them in the future? Okay, he really put himself and his career at risk for what? Now, although he still never gave up the source, he more or less let us know.
Now, the video of Mr. Depp beating up some kitchen cabinets, you admit that you took that video, correct?
Yes, I did.
Right. And you acknowledge that the video was released online the day before you were deposed in connection with your divorce from Mr. Depp in August of 2016, right?
I believe it was, yes.
But you testified that you had absolutely nothing to do with the video's release, right?
Absolutely not.
And you testified that you learned about it when you landed after flying into LA. Do you remember that testimony?
Upon touchdown is when I was alerted to the video's existence online.
You heard Mr. Tremaine testify about this video as well yesterday, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And you heard Mr. Tremaine testify that TMZ received the cabinet video the same day you landed at LAX, yes?
I don't know if that's what his testimony was. I'm sorry.
You heard Mr. Tremaine testify that the cabinet video was posted 15 minutes after TMZ received it, yes?
That's what I heard him say.
And that this could only have been possible if the video was received directly from the source.
But he said they were able to post that video in 15 minutes. How are they able to slap their copyright on it and posted in 15 minutes. If Amber, or at least somebody close to her like Whitney or any of her close friends, if they weren't there. And her close friends, the only way they could have gotten that video is how? If Amber gave it to them. But she will literally sit up there and call this man a liar. The guy from the trailer palace, the fancy trailer palace, which you guys, look at these trailers. This looks so cool. I want to do something like this. Like what an interesting, different thing to do. You know what I mean? And he came up with this idea. Super cool. She said that without calling him a liar, she called him a liar, in my opinion. And the situation with that is, even if you wanted to think that maybe this man is a super fan and just decided to lie and make up all this stuff, when he knows he had other people there, other employees who have also posted on social media that he is telling the truth, other people that worked there, okay? He has the receipts of the documentation where he charged Johnny Depp's assistant, and Johnny Depp's assistant is the one that booked this in his name, okay, charged him the $60-something for the light fixtures. Why isn't there a receipt for, I don't know, let's say a couple thousand if Johnny Depp destroyed the whole entire place? What, you think that he loved Johnny Depp so much that he decided to just replace everything out of his pocket when you have a mega multi-millionaire that can just, no. It's just, but that's it. That's with Amber. Amber is going to sit up there and just stick with her story. It don't matter who else. And then these are the parts that concern me, because she gets up there and talks about, when Camille brings up the fact that Johnny Depp has all these witnesses that she wasn't expecting, Amber's answer to all of it is, it's because Johnny Depp is famous and this is the machine. He's a very powerful man. Like, she has learned to choose her words very carefully. And I do think he's a powerful man in some instances. But I do think he is a powerful man as far as he can probably pull strings because he's been in the industry. But in order to just fake all of this, and her just be this complete damsel in distress, I don't see it, guys. I don't see it. And again, do I think he's completely innocent in all of it? No, I don't. I think that there is some truths in there. Some things probably did happen. And you know what? You can only push somebody so far before they react at some points, you know? You know, if somebody's punching you in the face every single day and you're drinking one day, you might just snap. So what do you think is going to happen today on Friday in closing arguments? I'm so excited. Both sides get 2 hours. They will be allowed to show or play anything that is in evidence. So any of the recordings that's in evidence, any of the photos that is in evidence is going to come up. And you can believe one thing, it's going to be on and popping, honey. Amber's side ain't going to just lay down and roll over. They're going for $100 million. Okay, Amber's probably thinking that every time she gets on the stand, she needs to get one of them tears out. Baby, $100 million, $100 million. Oh, $100 million. Her lawyers, they don't care how bad her attitude is back behind there. They're probably thinking, we just got a few more days to go and we can smell the money. You know, people will put up with a lot for $100 million. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.